Hello there, greetings everyone. My name is Saeed. I am an online English language teacher, and this is another video from the IELTS preparation series. Okay, I have spoken with several of my students about the podcast that I was making. The podcasts, they were about a vocabulary, lexical resource and expressions and stuff like that. I came to a conclusion that recording a video would probably be a bit more interesting than just the podcast, okay? So here we are, and today's topic is going to be personality, okay? And let's see what this thing is going to be about. Well, actually, the personality topic is quite broad. I have a lot of files in regards to this topic with a description of character traits, for example, right? And here we're going to talk about all three sections of the speaking test, okay? Because I think that this topic is one of the most frequently appeared topics on the speaking exam, okay? So if you are, for example, asked the questions about your personality or who you want to look like, or I don't know, for example, who can be your role model from your family members, you can easily answer those questions using the vocabulary found in this video lesson, okay? So without further ado, let's move on. Now, speaking part 1, okay? We do have 3 questions here, and let's read them, okay? How would you describe yourself? Everyone tells me I take after my mom as I'm quite laid back. I think I'm good company, but you should ask my friends if they agree. That's pretty cool. You can pay attention at the words that are highlighted in yellowy orangey color, okay, because these are the words that we will be reviewing in the end of the video. In which ways are you similar to your friends? I seem to be attracted to introverts. Not people who are painfully shy, but most of my friends are a little reserved. And I think that's what I'm like. Are you similar or different to your brother or brothers? Sisters? I think my brother and I are very similar. I'd say we're fun-loving and tend to be a bit extroverted. My brother is certainly the life and soul of the party. I'm not sure that applies to me. That's pretty cool phrases. Fun-loving and the life and soul of the party, okay? Let's move along to the next slide. Okay, so here we go with the part 2 cue card. Describe a teacher, well, me maybe, you once had who you enjoyed being taught by. You should say who the person was when he or she was your teacher and which subject this teacher taught you, and also describe what it was about his or her character that you liked. All right? And then, of course, we have 1 minute to, prepare and a couple of minutes to talk. Let's see the answer, well, the Model Band 9 answer to this question. All right? So, here is the answer. Carolina is talking about her teacher. I'd like to describe my English teacher from school, Miss Thomas. This was a few years ago, and she was my teacher at a time when I was getting a little bored with being at school. Unlike some of the other teachers, Miss Thomas never lost her temper. She was very calm and easygoing. She was also very broad-minded. We were able to ask her questions about lots of subjects that some other teachers would refuse to discuss, which made us respect her even more. She had a great sense of humor, too. She'd laugh at our jokes as well as making us laugh. And she would also bend over backwards to help us with our work. She always put us first and often stayed around at the end of class to talk with anyone who needed help. Apparently, she was highly respected within her field, but you would never know, as she was the type that hid her light under a bushel. I love this phrase. She was a very modest and self-effacing person. So, yeah, Miss Thomas was a teacher I have fond memories of. Well, honestly, guys, these expressions are really, really great. I think they will sufficiently assist you in getting a higher band for the vocabulary and lexical resource, okay? And after we review the part 3 type of questions, we're going to talk about all of these expressions in detail. So let's go. All right, the speaking part 3 and part 3 style questions. Which personal qualities do you think we most want to pass on to our children? I certainly would want my children to be self-confident and self-assured. I really believe that people who feel good about themselves are in a good position to face what life has to offer them. And I'd hope they wouldn't be self-centered, but remember to think about others. Which characteristics do you think are the least appealing in a person? Well, people who are very narrow-minded are difficult to get on with. It's nice when someone is open to other people's opinion and willing to think about their own views. And people who are two-faced can be a little irritating. Relationships are built on trust, and without honesty, there is not much left. Which personality types do you think are less likely to suffer from stress or anxiety? We have the answer from Abdullah here. Probably people who are thick-skinned, who don't let people or problems affect them too much. And if you are fair-minded, you'll be less likely to overreact to situations or be quick-tempered. All right, that's great answers, I gotta tell you. And now let's move on to the words themselves. Okay, so there we go. The next slide is, bam, vocabulary. And here we are, definitions. To be the life and soul of the party. That means a fun person who is the center of activity, okay? To bend over backwards. It means to try very hard to help someone. That's a pretty good phrase, I love it. Broad-minded. It means to prepared person to accept other views or behaviors. So, okay. Easygoing, relaxed, and not so easily worried about anything. Okay, that's cool. Extrovert, an energetic person who likes the company of others. Okay. Fair-minded, it means to the person who is treating people equally. Fun-loving, well, that's pretty easy to understand. It means to enjoy having fun. Well, the person who enjoys having fun. Okay. To hide one's light under a bushel, well, that means to hide one's talents and skills, or I would probably say not to show off too much, all right? For example, if the person is, doing his job and, not really roaming about it, like, hey, look at me, like I'm there, I'm cool, I speak 6 languages, woohoo! Well, that's not exactly to hide one's light under a bushel, okay? You just do your job, quietly, peacefully, and you're not like too loud about it. But that means you are hiding your light under a bushel. Good company, enjoyable to socialize with. For example, you guys are a good company, I'm sure, and I would enjoy to socialize with you, yeah, or I would enjoy socializing with you. Okay, good sense of humor, with the ability to understand what is funny. Okay, if you guys have a good sense of humor, then I'm very happy for you. Introvert, well, that is a person who is the opposite of the extrovert. It's like someone who is very shy, okay? Laid back, the same as easygoing. So if you are laid back, it means that you're not really worrying about things or like taking the things too seriously. So you're like, relaxed. You are taking a chill pill. Well, don't use that on the IELTS. Okay, so let's go to the next slide here. To lose one's temper. I like this one. It means to suddenly become angry, like lose control. In American English, we have the word like flip out. Hey, why are you flipping out all the time? Like, why are you losing your temper all the time? Narrow-minded means opposite of broad-minded. It's like, I'm not listening to anybody. The only person who is right is me. That's it. My opinion. It's like, Like my opinion is the only right opinion, and if you have the other opinion, just check out the first the first paragraph. That's silly. Painfully shy means very, very shy. Okay, to put others first, to think of others before yourself. Okay, not egoistic. I would say that. Quick-tempered, to become angry quickly, like a hothead. That's something like this. Reserved means shy. Yeah, I like the word. I mean, I don't like the quality reserved, but the word is quite outstanding, and it would give some points to your vocabulary. Okay. Now we have self-assured means confident. I like that one too. Self-centered, thinks only of oneself, or egoistic, I gotta tell. Selfish probably is also a good word. Self-confident, believes in one's own ability or knowledge. So don't confuse the self-confident with overconfident, okay? So self-confident is, all right, I'm gonna do my best. I'll get a good score. I'll just try to, not let my name be mud. All right, it's a good word too. And here is overconfident. IELTS speaking? Come on, man. I can do it like this. I got a 9 already. Let's party, okay? It's like this. Okay, self-effacing. Well, to not try to get the attention of others, especially in terms of hiding one's skills or abilities, okay? So it's like, I, for example, speak 6 languages fluently, and I'm not like well, I have just boasted about it. Okay, well, that's not a good example. Somebody, can do something very well, and he's not really looking for compliments about his, skills. To take after means to be like somebody. For example, I take after my parents a lot. Okay. However, if you look at my parents and look at me, like our visual image is absolutely like, you'll see like, whoa, are they your parents, really? Okay, thick-skinned, whoa, not easily affected by criticism. Okay, that's cool. So if you are thick-skinned, people tell you something bad about you, and you're like, I don't care. Trustworthy, it's somebody who can be trusted. I would probably call him reliable. And finally, we have two-faced, not honest or sincere. I would say like hypocrite. Will say one thing to someone to their face and another thing when they're not present. Okay. Like backbiter, probably, like doing some backbiting. Okay. Well, guys, I guess this is it. The end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed listening to this, well, not really podcast, but maybe the video. Okay. And I will be very happy if the material presented in the lesson is useful for your preparation, and hopefully you will get a higher score than you plan or hope to get, okay? So thank you so much, enjoy your day, and I'll be very happy to see you in the next videos. Bye!